So.
Right, our next topic involves one of the biggest film festivals in the world, the Sundance. And as we reported
Palm Springs.
about Palm Springs Film Festival cancelled, the Sundance Film Festival, while it hasn't been totally cancelled, it's going virtual because it's cancelling all in-person events.
Kind of ruined the idea of Sundance.
Yeah.
No dancing in the sun for you.
Yeah, so it's all going to be virtual now, all online, all because of the Omicron variant. So this comes to us via Hollywood Reporter, and it says programmers became increasingly concerned about the COVID-19 variant surge, which, as one insider notes, is projected to peak in Park City during the festival's dates. The in-person return of the Sundance Film Festival has been cancelled due to the surge of COVID-19 cases spurred by the Omicron variant, with the festival moving completely online, organisers said on Wednesday. The news comes 15 days prior to the festival's start date of January 20th. And they quote, despite the most ambitious protocols, the Omicron variant, with its unexpectedly high transmission rates, is pushing the limits of health, safety, travel, and other infrastructures across the country. And so today we are announcing the festival's in-person Utah elements will be moving online this year, read the announcement from the Sundance Institute, the non-profit behind the festival. The festival was set to take place in Park City from January 20th to January 30th, and was always planned as a hybrid format following last year's completely virtual fest. On December 23rd, Sundance unveiled increased COVID-19 mitigation measures, including reduced theatre capacity and the requirement of booster shots. It was previously required that all in-person attendees only had to have their first dose of COVID-19 vaccines. Right, I'm just going to leave it there because we don't need to know anymore.
Yeah.
My thing is this: if you're going to keep pushing boosters, then what's the problem? Like, everyone says boosters give a 90% protection against Omicron. So let everyone have a booster then who's going to go there. Why cancel the in-person? This is why I always feel like they're telling different stories with these vaccines and boosters and whatnot. Because if you're saying one thing, then you're doing the completely opposite. What are we to believe?
That's it.
What are your thoughts on this, Leon?
My thoughts are, it's not, think of the knock-on effect. The caterers, the hotels, the people that work, the people that have planned. So much people, like behind the scenes. That are just going to lose out. We're just killing the economy. And it's obviously the black people that are suffering. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you're not getting Hollywood actors suffering.
No.
They're not suffering. But it's the, the waiters, the waitresses,
Yeah, no, I just said
the revenue. The revenue.
Yeah.
That generates money.
Yeah. We're talking about one of the biggest film festivals in the world.
Yes.
Who hasn't heard it? I mean, people not even into film.
Yeah. Sundance. Yeah. Everyone's heard of Sundance.
So yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. It hurts a lot of people's pockets, and not just the high earners.
No. I'm talking from the taxi man that's bringing people from the airport to the festival. Everybody is going to...
Everyone eats off this. Everyone eats off this.
Now nobody. What's it? Virtual.
Yeah, now it's all virtual.
And how's that going to work?
Well, apparently they did this last year as well. So a lot of things, like a lot of the Comic-Cons have gone virtual lately as well. Which makes no sense to me because that's the whole point of Comic-Con in my eyes. Like,
to be at.
I don't want to watch it. I want to be it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be there, the vibe, the atmosphere.
But what are your thoughts, Damien, man?
You know what? I'm just at this point. I wasn't here to discuss Palm Springs with you guys. Obviously, I caught the podcast, but at this point, I'm like, I caught the podcast. I liked it. I tuned in. I subscribed. If you don't subscribe now. But I'm at a point where. I'm in 2 months about it. I get the concern because obviously rates are on the rise again. I understand that. But at what point are we going to keep going on with this? Because what's going to happen in 6 months' time? Oh, Omicron variation is out now. Omicron variation comes out. But what's going to happen?
So we're going to shut up shop again?
How long is this going to go on for? It's like, how much have we got to keep telling people events are okay to go to? I mean, what makes me laugh is this morning, Novak Djokovic just got banned from Australia.
And got sent to a detention centre.
Because, he's not vaccinated
Did
yet.
you see the food?
No,
it was, oh my
days. Was it terrible?
It's treated like worse than prisoners.
Oh, wow. Wow. And the thing is, they already gave him the go-ahead to come.
You told me, but it was the backlash that made the government change their mind. They're like, we don't... And because there's and they're voting soon.
It's just political posturing.
There's an election and that soon, so they want to be seen to be doing the right thing.
Exactly.
But if they was just newly empowered, they'd be like, come on in, come on.
I don't get it. It's just like, I mean, you can put measures in place to make sure the event takes place in a safe way.
Yeah.
I mean, back when we were at the height of COVID, they were talking about having festivals like Reading Festival and that with these booths with like plastic booths and stuff like that, where you could still cater for like 2,000-3,000 people. The Sundance Film Festival, you can social distance in a cinema, you can have press events where people are wearing masks, you can do it in a safe parameters. So I don't understand. It feels like a knee-jerk reaction. And that's what I don't get it.
I second your thoughts, you and Leon's thoughts entirely. Again, I'm going to touch on this again because it just doesn't make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, anyone. But if you're saying you have a booster, and all we keep hearing is that the booster protects 90% against the Omicron variant, right? Then have everyone have the booster who's going to come to this festival. It's as simple as that. Plus, you got, as you said, your masks, you got your hand washing, your disinfectants and whatnot. Like, what's the problem? Like as we said in the Palm Springs topic, and as Damien said now, are we going to shut up shop every time there's a little surge? Every time there's another variant? Like,
it's always going to be a variant.
There's always going to be a variant.
And it's not that we're treating this like it's the first one, because right now, like, if you're in a home in the UK at the moment, if your household test positive with COVID and your children test negative, they can still go to school.
Yeah. They could at least.
My friends of mine just did that.
Yeah.
Now, literally, both him and his partner are both tested positive. Both their children have gone to school. Now, if that was last year, everyone isolated. Yeah. The people you contacted, they isolated.
The dustman came near your house. You can isolate. What time did he come?
You know what I mean?
So, like, if you can still send kids back to school after being in contact with someone that's positive, and you're telling me you got to close up a festival? That doesn't.
And then see that. But just going off a quick tangent. But look what you just said there. That kids can go back to school, but then they want to push vaccines onto the children as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, another thing that I want to say though also is that it's already been established quite clearly that even though the Omicron variant is more transmissible, it is a lot less severe. You've heard that, right?
Yes.
Right.
Facts.
So that's facts.
I never knew anyone with the COVID the first time round.
Right.
I knew a couple people, but this one,
and
I know about 50 people that have had COVID.
Right.
And what happened? I was just at home, just felt like I had the flu.
Right.
That's where you've been? Yeah, just been at home. That's it.
Right.
That is it.
Right. So, and I've even seen some scientists that said more people have had the Omicron variant and they don't even know they've had it because they just had cold symptoms. So they thought they just had a cold. So if that's the case, what are we all worrying about then? I don't get it. Then the whole thing should become, okay, protect the vulnerable, the old, the infirm, the ill, the chronically ill, but let everyone else go about their business.
I think let people make their own decision. You have the vaccine if you want it, you don't have it if you don't, blah, blah, blah.
It just doesn't make sense to me, man. This and then it affecting Sundance, making it virtual, which it just doesn't work for me, man. It doesn't work for me. But listen, you guys want to say any more on this?
Nah, I'm actually fed up.
I'm fed up of COVID. Honestly,
COVID.
It's just.
You know what I want to talk about? Not COVID related. A festival's coming up. Golden Globes. Oh, you see what's happening there?
Yeah.
So the Golden Globes is due in the next week, and it's not going to take place with any actors, with any hosts, because everyone's boycotting it. Because, as we all know, with the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, you motherfuckers are racist. I'm not going to put it there, but you are. So basically, because there's no, as people that may or may not know, there are 77 members of the Golden Globes that basically sit on the voting part of it.
And they're all white.
All white. Not one person non-white in
All
there. All white.
For impression.
And not only that, it's the dodgy business dealings of how they're on there, because these are all critics that get paid to go and see certain projects.
Yeah.
So that taints the award anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think the fact that that's going ahead right now without, like, Snoop Dogg just dropped off as the host. He was the original host for this year. He's just dropped off.
Yeah.
No one's turning up for it. There's going to be no red carpet out.
See, I heard about this last year, actually, about the whole foreign press thing. And it was said that something would be done. So that means nothing's been done since last year.
No.
So what kind of bullshit is that?
Not even a token in there.
Not even a token, bro. And you're talking about foreign press. Not even Hollywood foreign. I mean...
Jolting.
But to be fair though, the Golden Globe has always been a weird one for me. Like, what's the musical comedy award for best motion picture? Like, and you give it to The Martian. When was that a musical comedy? Like, who's smoking stuff and giving awards on that show?
Yeah, someone's smoking some high grade stuff.
Yeah, because even like Sherlock, I think won like best. It was Tropic Thunder won best musical. I was like, it's not a musical.
No,
I think Tropic Thunder be
best musical comedy. So I'll go away. But
there you go. So there's another clanger. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments down below.